Deep dive on XDC Network, and guys, I'm surprised big time on some of the connections I uncovered with XDC, and you're going to be surprised. I truly do believe that XDC is a big deal. I also found a really good article called The Distinctive Role of XRP, XLM, and XDC in Modern Finance. We'll be covering that article. And what really surprised me was the Circle USDC XDC partnership that's going to provide massive liquidity for XDC. But down that rabbit hole, let me show you guys something pretty interesting I found. I seen BD at Ding Song said, "Wow, what an honor to be followed by John Cena." And then he said, "Guess he's eyeing XRP." So I said, "Whoa, John Cena followed him and John Cena's following XRP?" I said, if John Cena is following XRP, he got to be following CKJ. So I said, let me check out John Cena's page. And then, bam! Just went to John Cena's page, 14 million followers, and guess who John Cena follows? CKJ Crypto News. So, I know what you're thinking right now. Wow. So John Cena has to be eyeing XRP if John Cena followed the XRP Army founder. So, I'll follow John Cena back right now. Live. Well, not live, we're making a video. So I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to CKJ Crypto News. I have been going live since 2016 and making videos since 2016. If you guys can smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe.
I didn't mean to.
Mean to what?
Kill him.
So John Cena looks like he has a new movie. We could talk about John Cena a little bit. But time is our most valuable asset. Be mindful of that when you spend yours on someone else's. Time is our most valuable asset. I would have to agree on that, John. I think I'm going to have to retweet the John Cena post now that John Cena followed me. Now, you know what? I'm going to retweet that with John Cena followed me afterwards. I got to put it with the picture that he followed me. You know, I screenshotted it. So, let's get back to business here now that John Cena followed me. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitter also. If John Cena followed me, you might want to follow me. That's for sure. So let's get back to this XDC video. XDC Network. Guys that may not know, I actually issued a challenge on XDC. It was a 25K XDC challenge for $100, which went to $4,500. Archax and XDC collaborate on groundbreaking tokenized commercial real estate, and this is why I believe that this may be a big deal now, because back in 2016 2017 I had my eye on XRP. Of course, everybody knows I started talking about XRP in 2016, but I believe crypto's first use case was to clearly move money, but the tokenized real estate at that time I just couldn't see it. But I did still issue a challenge on it because I know in the future there will be a place for tokenization of real world assets. And I think that time is now more than ever. And this is why this video is being made. London, UK, in pioneering step towards the convergence of real estate, blockchain, and regulated digital finance. Archax and XDC Network have collectively announced the successful execution and tokenized commercial real estate finance transaction. The company believes this marks a significant milestone in the evolution of institutional grade digital asset infrastructure, and I do also. Archax is the first FCA regulated digital security exchange, broker, and custodian. Brings deep expertise in compliant tokenized asset infrastructure and regulated capital market access. Yes. So you guys see how big that is right there. Nick Donovan is the CRO, Archax. This project showcases how regulated digital asset infrastructure can be applied to real world finance. We are pleased to support this transaction using our FCA regulated framework and continue to lead the way of tokenized markets. That's beautiful right there. Keith Cowan, director at XDC, said XDC Network is purpose-built for real-world asset tokenization, and in this transaction illustrates the practical utility of blockchain and institutional finance. We're excited to support scalable, secure, tokenized finance initiatives like this one I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on XDC. I think XDC is a very big deal. XDC Network, a channel to build and connect a decentralized public ledger. It's a layer 1. XDC enables information transparency and provides distributed universal ledger of truth. That's one thing I was always excited about with cryptocurrency. Blockchain is, for the first time in history, unaltered, recorded data. It is the truth. Archax and XDC Network form partnership to drive innovation and growth in real-world asset. London, Archax, UK's first regulated digital security exchange broker and custodian, has a big partnership with XDC. First regulated, the collaboration enables access to digital assets listed on Archax through the XDC Network platform. Archax is a leading innovator industry and recently announced adding money market funds from several more blue chip assets to its platform. XDC is a network designed to power global payments and real-world asset focused on scalability, security, and interoperability. And they're excited to partner with XDC. A leader in market blockchain tokenization space, the firm shares our vision to capture the next wave of tokenized economy, said Keith O'Gallaghan, head of structure at Archax. Innovation and evolution of digital assets has been at our core since its inception. That's been at the core of the inception of this channel. Innovation and evolution, and documenting that journey on the evolution of money since 2016. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. According to the report, Standard Charter, momentum building for tokenization and real-world assets. According to a report by Standard Charter, the market for tokenized real-world assets is projected to reach $30 trillion by 2034. Demand is growing for solutions like tokenized money market funds, enabling fintechs and firms in the crypto space to access yield-bearing instruments in digital form that can be used to transfer value while maintaining flexibility. XDC Network's latest upgrade now supports 2,000 transactions per second. The XDC Network was built with trade finance in mind, said Angus O'Gallaghan, head of markets at XDC. With our platform's robust performance and function, we have the ideal protocol for worldwide asset tokenization for institutions within the digital asset space. That is huge. This is also from trade finance to DeFi, an interview on XDC Network, a strategic investment in Kusu Finance. And actually, I went down the rabbit hole on the XDC Network investment arm, which is invested in this finance platform. So they're making moves. In a rapidly evolving landscape of real-world asset and decentralized finance, partnerships between blockchain networks and innovative credit platforms are paving the way for more accessible, compliant, and high-yield opportunities. And you heard about the yield opportunities with XRP. A lot of these companies are making moves and planting seeds in these traditional finance arms. This is what excites these Wall Street types. Yield opportunities. XDC Network, a layer 1 EVM leader in hybrid blockchain solutions for global trade and finance, announced a $1 million investment in Kusu Finance through its VC arm, XDC Ventures, just like Coinbase Ventures, but XDC Ventures. This move not only anchors Kusu's latest funding round, but also signals deeper collaboration and on-chain private credit. To explore this, we spoke with Luke Lombo, founder of Kusu Finance, and Taibit Dularu. I looked up Taibit Dularu, and here's, I know it's XDC founder right here, XDC founder, but I do have Taibit also in here somewhere. He'll come up. They spoke about this program, XDC Ventures, their insight on how the alliance is bringing traditional finance, TradeFi, and DeFi while positioning both entities at the forefront of institutional grade yield generation. This is I mean, I'm just excited about this. I'm excited about XDC's been crushing it. I've been telling the world XDC has been doing something big behind the scenes. I really haven't been covering XDC lately And looking into it, I'm really excited and surprised at everything they got going on. It's exciting times to be involved in cryptocurrency. Our investment in Kusu reflects our strong conviction in growth of real-world asset on-chain, deploying private credit on XDC, such as receivables and financing, open high-quality yield opportunities for lenders. We look forward to helping Kusu scale through with these strategies on XDC, strengthening our ecosystem as leading settlement layer for real-world finance. Luke, from Kusu perspective, what makes XDC Venture Network ideal strategic partner in the funding round? Luke, we're thrilled to welcome XDC as both a strategic investor and long-term partner. Their trade, finance focused, real-world asset native infrastructure and global network make them a perfect match for Kusu's mission to unify TradeFi and DeFi. This is the big thing we're moving into now. Unifying TradeFi and DeFi could be interoperability, and this is complementary. This agreement represents more than just capital. Kusu and XDC will collaborate on a suite of synergistic initiatives aimed at expanding access to institutional grade, risk-adjusted yield in the DeFi landscape. XDC is designed to power the next generation of finance, where real-world assets and smart contracts and global capital markets converge. That is a really big deal right there. There goes Thibaut de la Rue. Like I said, we did look him up. Here goes Atu Kadu. This is the XDC founder. Pretty much, I like looking up the founders, the teams. Then I found this article. Now, this is exactly what I was saying about moving money in niches. Like Zebek's niche, for example, is payroll, which I believe is clearly going to crush it with the Circle partnership. Now, XDC has a Circle partnership. So anytime you talk with USDC, that gives you the liquidity you need for XDC. Now, the distinctive role in XRP, XLM, and XDC. If you've been keeping up in the crypto world, you've probably noticed XRP, XLM, and XDC are often mentioned in the same breath. But these cryptocurrencies are not interchangeable. They are not interchangeable, which I'm not sure what they mean by interchangeable. They are interoperable. But they play a unique role in the financial system as far as, I don't know if the programs are interoperable as far as the protocol, but you can swap XRP and XLM as far as that aspect. But understanding these roles could be crucial for the investment strategy or simple making sense in the complex market. XRP, the institutional bridge. Let's start with the XRP. This cryptocurrency is primarily aimed at large-scale financial transactions designed to help banks and payment providers move money across borders quickly and affordable. Ripple Labs, the company behind XRP, has been working with various financial institutions to establish its liquidity tool. In fact, it's often referred to as the bridge currency for international transactions. XLM for the people. On the other hand, we have XLM, Lumens. This cryptocurrency has a different focus on financial inclusion. XLM is built for peer-to-peer transactions at a minimal cost. It aims to connect individuals and businesses, making it easier to send money across borders. Unlike XRP, it sits in a realm of financial institutions. XLM has a more democratic approach. Interesting. XDC, the enterprise solution. Then there's XDC, XFin, which is designed for enterprise, particularly TradeFi, built on the XFin hybrid blockchain. XDC aims to digitize traditional finance process. This blockchain is secure, scalable, compatible with existing financial systems, allowing businesses to adopt it without overhauling their operations. Interesting. So the future of cryptocurrency and finance. What's the takeaway here? XRP, XLM, and XDC each have their own niches in the financial sector. And this is why it's important to have XRP, XLM, and XDC. If you're a pioneer in this new asset class, you are sitting in the right position right now, today. XDC was $100K for $400 or $25K for $100. When it ran to the all in 2021, That $400 went to $18,000, and our $100 challenge, which was $100 for 25K, it was 25K for $100 XDC challenge, went to $4,500, and that was in 2021. So I did issue a challenge on XDC back in the day, just to show you guys that. And oh, John Cena's following CKJ. Okay, here goes Kasumi, and this is, they announced a partnership with XDC. Kasumi is thrilled to announce the $1 million strategic investment from leading trade finance chain XDC Network, XDC integration. So they talked about that. How many tokens do you know that have real utility? Not governance, not rewards, not access to a token gated product, real utility. It might be time to start talking about Kasu token and why they need it. Now, do Kasu actually has a token? I'm going to have to look that up really quick. I didn't know they actually had a token. Was it KA? Is it KASU? That's what I'm saying. Does it not have a token out yet? It didn't come up on CoinMarketCap. I will get back to you guys on that. Interesting, but they didn't say the Kasu token and why you need it. Interesting. Kasu 2 is thrilled to join the Trade Finance Distribution TFD initiative. It looks like there's a lot of people joining that. Less noise, more signals. I want to show you guys one more thing. Okay, so really the research all started when XDC was announced to be listed on Kraken. Okay, Circle gets real with real-world asset and TradeFi focused XDC Network. This is what's going to send XDC to the moon. And I'm calling it $9 on XDC, just to let you know. This is for entertainment purposes only, and I'm not a financial advisor. But XDC has a total supply of, I think, 20 billion. You go to total supply of XDC, 17 billion. If you say, okay, Ripple has a total supply of 100 billion. Okay, total supply of 40 billion. Ripple's at $3, so we can say $6, $6 to $9 for XDC in the future. Just throwing that out there. Because Circle gets real with real-world asset and trade-focused XDC Network. USDC and CCTP V2 are set to launch on XDC, bringing the world's largest regulated stablecoin to purpose-built for trade finance. That is a big deal right there, and that's directly from Circle's blog. So I love when the announcement comes from both sides. We got the announcement from XDC, and this is directly from Circle. USDC, XDC, liquidity, time. We're excited to announce that USDC and CCTP V2 are coming to XDC Network. I'm not going to read this whole thing because this video is getting kind of long. And we did talk about, the benefits of USDC on XDC Network. Offers regulated, fully reserved digital dollar redeemable 1-to-1. So if you partner with Circle, you're a real deal, like Zebek. Enables institutional on-off ramp like Circle Mint eligible. With CCV2, developers will be able to move USD securely between XDC and USDC. That's an understatement how big this is. Key use cases: global trade finance, worldwide asset tokenization, enterprise payments. USDC now has liquidity with XDC. So we covered that there. I actually covered a lot. I actually covered this Kasumi partnership here. XDC Layer 1, 1 million investment in Kusu Finance. We covered that. Archax, UK's first regulated digital security exchange broker, partners with XDC. Native USDC XDC partnership. That's a clip from our live stream last night. And earlier in the day, I said, okay, we're down the rabbit hole on XDC. So this will be our XDC video, and most likely our next video is going to be on AfrimPay, which runs on Stellar and has been on fire. We're doing a member deep dive for Devon NRG with AfrimPay. Will be our next video. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. We will be dropping. We go live every single day at 1, but I want to start dropping separate videos for separate projects also. So do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. XR Zilla is the greatest asset ever created on XRPL. Make sure you follow XBF.